Do you know that the big percentage of people who hurt us are the people in our inner circle? The people we value and respect. The people we sacrifice for example our spouses, relatives, friends, colleagues, and so on? What do you do when you are wronged, hurt, or provoked to anger? There are many different ways in which people react. For example, there are those who avoid their offenders by keeping distance. Those who stop talking to them. Those who confront them. Those who revenge, an eye for an eye. Those who keeps quiet and wallow in pain. And those who makes a deliberate choice to forgive. When you don't forgive, you are stuck, you cannot move forward. You are in a prison, you give your offenders power over you. When you carry a lot of bitterness and anger, you carry a lot of sicknesses and diseases in your body. Because many sicknesses and diseases have been found that their root cause is bitterness. How do you know that you are hurting? You continually think about your offender in a negative way, wishing the worst to happen to them. You want to do something to revenge and hurt them as well. If they have dumped you, you will see them as very special, and blame on yourself for everything. If they have cheated on you, your self-esteem will go down, and you start comparing yourself with the one they have cheated you with. You will always blame yourself and regret if you had done something different. This could not happen. What should you do when in this situation of bitterness? Instead of holding grudges and bitterness, accept that you have been hurt. This is the first step to healing. Avoid direct confrontation with your offender because you are not stable, and you may say something that you cannot be able to fix, even after the makeover. Acknowledge that you love and value yourself, and you will forgive because of your own well-being first, not because of your offenders. Don't let the sun to go down in your anger. This means that it is normal to be angry, but don't let it to take long because it will make you a bitter and a toxic person. Don't revenge. Thoughts and need to revenge will always come in your mind, but don't revenge, because this will only worsen the situation by accelerating the anger in both parties. Make forgiving your lifestyle, because offenders will always come to you. Make a deliberate choice to forgive quickly. Pray for your offenders. The Bible tells us to pray for this people. You may be tempted to pray for something bad to happen to them, but you should pray for good things to happen to them. Speak blessing in their lives. By doing this, you will realize that the more you bless them, the more the pain in your heart is decreasing. It may take long, but you will realize that every time to bless them you are healing. You will feel peace from God, which you cannot explain. Avoid holding grudges. Do this by acknowledging how God have forgiven you, and He never hold grudges on you. He always forgive and forget. God gave us His Son when we were still His enemies. We didn't deserve it. Extend the same grace to your offenders. Did you know that the word forgiveness comes from a Greek word charizomai, which is from a Greek word charis, meaning grace? This means that forgiveness should be freely done, and therefore not based on any merit of the one receiving. When you are forgiving, you are giving favor to your offenders, which they do not deserve. This will not only heal you, it will make your offender to change for good as well. Why should you forgive? Number 1. Because you love and respect yourself, and will not let bitterness and grudges make you toxic, because unforgiveness is a bad poison which kills from inside out. It brings sicknesses and diseases and can even cause death. Number 2. Because you have been forgiven by God first through His grace, and is good to extend the same grace to others as well. Number 3. There is peace, unity, and harmony in forgiveness. Number 4. Because you want to attract positive energy in your mind, because we are what we think. Number 5. Because when you forgive, you are changing your offenders and people around you, because they will see you have forgiven and they will change. Number 6. When you forgive, you are taking your power back from your offenders. What if you forgive and they hurt you more? Overcome evil with good. By forgiving them unconditionally, you will heap burning coals on their heads, and this will make them to change. Have you ever heard a saying that hurt people hurt others? This is very true. Don't allow them to hurt you again by going to their level. They are hurting you because they are also hurting. They are giving you bitterness because it is what they have. Try to understand where their hurt is coming from. Maybe they were hurt when young, but because they didn't know better they became toxic people, and maybe they don't know their way out. As they observe you forgiving them, they will change for better because love is a weapon that never fails.